Okay guys and gals, here we are, just a little continuation. I've got the first couple of coats of polyurethane sprayed on the backboard for the book, the cookbook holder. This is the slide board here, and I added that little bit to it. It says the Winter's Cookbook stand, and this is just the can almost handle that. This is the flag plaque, backside sprayed with a couple of coats of polyurethane. I need to spray a couple of more on it. Letting that dry. I haven't sprayed the backside at all on these two pieces. I'll let those dry and I'll spray those tomorrow. And by then it'll be time to go ahead and take my brush and paint the W here, the white. And I'll paint this text white using the brush instead of spraying like I have been doing. And of course I got to turn these over and spray the back side of them, but that's pretty much what we got accomplished today, working on these three items. So I'll go ahead and spray the back side of this one more time and let that be a final finish for that. I see here a little roughness there where I didn't get that sanded down smooth, but that's okay. It'll be up against the wall. You won't see it unless you take it down, turn around and look at it. So there we are. Just a little update for this Thursday. Tomorrow I'll let these dry overnight and get where I can handle them okay, and I'll turn them over tomorrow and spray the back side of them. Let that dry up and then turn it back around and get the lettering painted. Another couple of 3 days, should be able to deliver this, but it'll get there when it gets done. So just a little update just to add to. So that's it for now. We will talk to you again tomorrow or the next day. Have a good day. Good morning guys and gals, the DIY/CNC woodworker here with you again. It's kind of early in the morning for me. I've been out here since about 9 a.m. I sprayed heavy coats of polyurethane on the back side of this cookbook holder. Now I'm letting it dry. And I've masked off my Pledge of Allegiance plaque. And I'm going to spray the black paint on it down in, get into the lettering and everything. I got multiple coats on here, so the wood should be sealed pretty good. And this is no magic to this at all. I just thought I'd show you my process of what I do. But just take some black paint and spray away. Try to make sure I get that black all down in that little border I got on there. And try and get the black into all the lettering so I don't have to come back a second time. Woo, boy, this paint smells strong. I don't know what they put in this thing, but boy, it's got a strong odor. Okay, it looks like I got everything good. A little bit here. Sometimes you gotta look real close, because sometimes the angle that I hold this thing and spray it, parts of the letters don't get paint on them. This can's fast running out of paint. But I'll get this all done and then I'll let this dry overnight. Basically, everything I'm going to do today has been done. And until this dries and cures, there's nothing else for me to do with it. Sweat all over the pieces there, but that's all right. Okay, I'm going to let that cure, and let it sit out here the rest of the day. Once this is cured enough to where I can handle it, which will be later this afternoon, I'll flip it over and paint the big W white, and the lettering, the text that I put on this piece here on the other side, I'll paint it white. But I'll use a brush on it. I won't spray it from the can. And I'll show you that process. So we'll be back with you again shortly. Okay, guys and gals, I wanted to do a little filming here, and my batteries were dead on my remote mic here. But looks like we got it back. I had a little white paint sprayed in my cut down cup here. I've already painted the big W. It's over there curing now. And just take this little brush here, and don't have to worry about getting paint spillage on it because I'm going to sand it anyway, but this is better than spraying the whole thing white and having all that excess paint to sand off. Jeez, I'm not cooking anything, James. Sometimes my mind and my mouth are on two different planes. I bet I'm the only one that ever happens to. But anyhow, that's what I'm trying to do. Get all these edges with paint on them. So when I do sand this little bit of overage off, I've got complete coverage. Looks like I got most of it, I think. I went ahead and added something on my own here. The daughter just wanted a big W, she said, on the main support for the cookbook holder. On this part where the cookbook actually sits, I cut in the Winters cookbook stand, just in case anybody thought they'd want to take it home and use it in their house, which I don't think that'll happen, but you never know. But at any rate, this is where we're at right now, trying to get paint on all these edges here. I cut this thing a 1/4 inch deep. I probably shouldn't have cut it that deep, but I did. Well, it's not a 1/4 inch, it's 1/8 of an inch. I'm sorry, I stand corrected. I cut the big W a 1/4 inch thick, deep, but I think I did all this text here at 1/8 of an inch depth. And I used the script font that I have for this instead of a block font. Just a matter of dabbing this paint down into the letters and hoping I get everything covered correctly. Sweat rolling off of me. This must be some bad paint or something. Every time I've used it, it seems to want to coagulate on me or something. I think what's left in that can, I think, is going to go in the trash. I've used red and I've used black and I've used blue and yellow, and this is the only can that I've had that's acted this way when I try to paint with it. So it must be something with the paint. Not being a chemist, I can't begin to tell you. I'll just relate to you what it's doing for me. But it's like it kind of wants to gunk up on you. All right. Okay, that's it. Now, I bought these little brushes. They're a little pack of 30 little brushes. It's going to be my throwaway brushes. I'm not going to worry about trying to clean them or do anything with them. Just, when I'm done with them, throw them in the trash. That's what I was doing there. And when that's done, I'll come in here and sand that all down and get all this excess off the top, and then respray it with polyurethane, and that'll be the completed project. And of course, I have this lovely thing here. Of course, I wanted to make sure, and I had to come back a second time because around the border here I noticed there was some bare wood, so I had to concentrate on spraying down in that border to get that all covered. But it looks like everything else is doing all right, so we're gonna let this dry overnight. Well, the rest of it, all of it's gonna dry overnight, and tomorrow we'll come out and take the sander to it and give it a good sanding, get rid of all the excess paint. And once that's done, we'll spray a coat or two of polyurethane on top of that, and that'll be it. So that's it for now, folks. I thank you for watching, even though you can't see my head. Probably better off anyway. But that's my magic for today. Hello. And tomorrow I will come and continue this, do the finishing stages, show you that cut up through the polyurethane spraying on, and then we'll be finished, and I'll post all this, make one longer video. But thank you for watching. If you stayed with me this long, I do appreciate it. And just want to wish you a good day, and God bless.